Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a cafe. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Wait until the very end of the video to see where the cafe gets placed in the city. This is the amount of space required to make the cafe. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Begin by placing a birch plank on the ground. Dig to the right of this. Place a smooth quartz block in the hole. Then place an oak door on top of the smooth quartz, with a birch plank to the right of this. Dig 2 rows in the ground going right, 1, 2. Place smooth quartz block inside of these holes. Add glass on top. Add another layer of glass on top of that. And then right of the glass place a birch plank. And then place 5 more on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to place 2 glass extending left. 1, 2. Then a birch plank. Glass. Plank. The plank will connect all the way down to where we first started. We want to extend each glass down by 1. We then just want to fill the rest of this empty space in using birch planks. We then want to place poppies in front of the bottom window. Extend left and right. And then above the window, in line with the poppies, we want to place a red wall, white, red, white. Then we are going to place string in front of and below these wall blocks, and then place the corresponding carpet that goes with the wall on top of the string. You can even apply a carpet to either one or both of the walls at the top, and it kind of creates an interesting effect. Place a spruce button left of the door with a bell above it. We then want to place 2 oak fence extending right of this birch plank here, 1, 2, with item frames in front of the fence, and a cookie and a cake inside of the item frames. We also want to place an oak leaf right of the cafe and extend it forwards 1, and we want to do the same on the left side. Leaf, extend forwards. On this left side we can then place a white concrete, extend left by 3, 1, 2, 3, add another row on top, and then this is going to become a sign. The sign is literally just going to read cafe. So throw down a loom, open it up, place a white banner in there with some black dye. The first letter we have to make is C, so we place the pale Dexter pattern, sheaf, and then base, C. Next is A, so we want to apply the pale Dexter pattern, pale sinister, sheaf, and then fess. Next is F, so pale Dexter, sheaf, and then fess. Lastly, E, so sheaf, fess, base, pale Dexter, cafe, which we just want to apply to our white concrete sign, so C, A, F, E, cafe. Next, we are going to dig out the front of the grid that sits directly in front of the cafe building and around the flowers/hedge on the right side. The left side we will leave alone. Next, we are going to extend the right wall of the cafe backwards by 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we are going to extend the planks all the way up to match the height of the front of the building. We also want to do this on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the back of the build, the first thing we want to do is extend the birch plank here on the left bottom to the right by 2. 1, 2. Then dig a hole in the ground, replace it with smooth quartz, and place an oak door on top. Place a birch plank right of this. We then want to have the same upper windows as we have on the front of the build. So we want to literally match what we have on the front by placing 2 glass block extending down here on the right side. Place birch plank left of this, and then a 2x2 square of glass to the left of that. Then birch planks underneath this. Then a glass block above the door here, and then we are going to fill the remaining area in using birch planks. We then want to extend the leaves that we placed earlier backwards until they almost sit on the back portion of the grid, but we want to leave one row alone and then place terracotta across the back, connecting both rows together, and extend that terracotta up a row. We are then going to dig out all of the grass that we have back here and replace it using smooth stone. Next, we want to make some seating. So on the larger side of this back patio, we want to place a set of 2 spruce stairs, spruce fence, and then opposite this, spruce stairs. We then want to place spruce pressure plate on top of the fence, and then on the opposite side here, we want to have 2 spruce stairs, spruce fence, and then spruce pressure plate on top of the fence. So we have a larger set of seating and a smaller set of seating. I think it would also look nice if we had a row of grass back here with some flowers instead of a complete patio. Above the larger table, we are going to place red, white, and red wool above the table, leaving a gap of 1. We then want to place a string on top of each one of the stairs, and then corresponding carpet on top of the string and the pressure plate, like this. It has also occurred to me that we could have a glass block above the door on the front for a little bit of symmetry. We also want to dig out the entire inside of the cafe and replace the grass block that we have here with smooth quartz. We also want to add an additional floor. This sits directly above the windows that we have on the second story. Next, the roof. So first of all, it is going to be easiest to add a row of smooth quartz block along the front of the top of the cafe. We then want to place a smooth quartz slab in front of the lower half of that block, and then extend the slab outwards so that it overhangs the side of the cafe, and then the idea would be that we also want to do this on the back of the build, so a row of smooth quartz along the back, smooth quartz slab along the side of it, have it overextend one, and then on the side of the cafe, this is easiest to show it, we extend the slab in and up, equally so on both sides, until we eventually hit a peak, like this. We can then just fill underneath this in using birch planks like this, and we apply this to the opposite side also. We can preemptively add the birch because we know where it goes from the other side, and then we can extend these slabs upwards and inwards until they meet, and then we simply connect both sides together. So we just place solid blocks and then slabs. And that's the roof complete. With the entire outside of the cafe complete, we can now head inside and begin work on the interior. First of all, we should make the stairs. So as soon as we enter, we want to leave a gap and then place a series of smooth quartz stairs extending all the way up to the second floor. We will have to destroy some of these blocks, including this last one, to turn into a stair, and then this will allow us access to the second story. Down here, we first of all want to add a furnace in the back right hand corner with a cyan terracotta next to it, extend 1, 2, 3 like this. We want to place a smooth quartz stair here along this counter space, couple of item frames, a cake, fill the item frames in with various goodies, whatever it is that you fancy adding in there. We also want to add a painting or two, so maybe like one here for instance. I think that would look good. We also want to add a couple of spruce trapdoors here above the furnace and next to it so that we can apply a brewing stand and a flower bar. A little bit of light would look good also. We are also going to place some carpet just in front of this counter space. And underneath the stairs, you can actually have a cheeky little table in the form of a spruce stair, fence, and then a pressure plate on top. Heading upstairs now, First of all, we want to apply some seating up here as well. So this is going to be a spruce stair against this back window and the front window. Spruce fence extending inwards from both of these. And then in the middle of this, we really should have something. So why don't we first of all just apply pressure plates to the top of the tables. And then maybe we should have a plant. A brown glazed terracotta in between these two tables with a flowering azalea leaf on top. Absolutely fantastic. And we also want to apply some painting, so maybe... Here's a fun fact for you that I didn't learn until making this tutorial right about now. On the left here we have a spruce fence with a pressure plate on top as a table. Cool. On the right, end rod with a pressure plate on top, also a table. On the left, we can't place a painting. On the right, we can place a painting. Do we have a good explanation for this? Because I am baffled. Weird Mojang rules aside, we are going to place a set of spruce fence just so that we don't accidentally fall downstairs, and that will actually conclude the upstairs of the cafe. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, we have fully completed the cafe, and that means that this tutorial is over. However, before we go, we have one very important thing left to do in this video. We have to add the cafe into our city. So, I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not, but nowhere else is kind of calling to me. I think that the cafe would actually look good adjoined to the park, where we have the field behind the suburbs. And that's it. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really hope that you guys are enjoying watching the city develop, and I hope that you are developing your very own cities at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.